is under fire. A lot of people going to feel good tonight. Yeah. So a lot of sound boy are gonna end up a fight. But remember to fight.
All right. We got a legend in the building. We got the Belgian. What's going on, Super?
Everything is great. Everything is great. Everything is great, King. Everything is great.
Everything nice. Everything up. Nice to see you, my man.
Nice and easy.
Brother, let me tell you something right now. It's been long coming, you know what I'm saying? We ought to get this done, man, be quite some time back. You know what I say in life? When the time is right, isn't it?
Right, nothing be timing. You know what I mean? Because we don't control time. We look at time, but we don't control time. We just look at it and say, yes, we're going to be.
Definitely. So before we start this interview here right now, who is Super Beagle? Where were you born?
Kingston, Western Kingston, Trenchtown. Born and raised, go to Boys Town School. Live at First Street. Used to walk up and down past Bob Marley. Right that corner, West Road and First Street. Every morning I go to school. So, you know, I come from, you know what I mean, a rich, you know what I mean, reggae, heritage background.
I can imagine. What was life like for you as a child in Jamaica? What kind of kid were you?
It was great. You know what I mean? Because I have to just get used to what I know. I don't know about rich life or any other life. I know about the life that I had. And it was nice and humble. You know what I mean? We never hungry and we weren't rich. You know what I mean? Very humble beginning, but we happy with what we had. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell us a little about your family setting. You one of the guy who raised up with a dad. I mean, you had brothers and sisters.
Yeah, man. It was 6 of us, 5 brothers, 1 sister.
Where was Super Beagle in the middle of all of this? What number?
Third.
Oh,
Third. My big brother, then my sister, follow my sister, and then got 3 more boys after that.
That's a huge family, isn't it? I mean, how do you guys? I mean, things was not. You were not born with a gold spoon, but as you said, you know, you're never really hungry or anything of such. You know, but the hard time, the struggle was real. But you know, you live life. So tell us, what was life like? I mean, with six of you. I mean, your mother, your father. I mean, I guess sometimes quite a little bit.
Life was a constant hustle. Nobody, I mean, none of the parents had no prominent job or anything like that. They just, you know, my mom was a painter. She used to be dressmaking. She sell mango. She sell, you know, toys. She sell everything just to put food on the table. You know what I mean? Just, you know, humble and, you know, very industrious woman. And my father, he used to work. He was a watchman, you know, and him doing things and then put them things together and keep the family going.
Beautiful. So definitely, even though things was not 100%, you know, you still give thanks for your family settings.
Yeah, because I remember 1969 when Boys Town burned down, the whole what you call Riemann and place, you know, burnout. We used to live there, burnout, everything burned every house because it was like zinc fence and thing. And they had to locate us on the football field in Boys Town, you know, school. The football field, the soldiers put up tents and cots, and I can remember my carpet was grass. When I step off my cot in the morning time, I step on the floor is grass. So I know what the struggle is like. You know what I mean? The struggle was real, and it is still real.
Wow. We're gonna definitely get back to that. We're definitely gonna get back to that. So, at what point in Super Beagle's life, you know, you realize music is a part of you. That's your destiny.
Okay. I used to, you know, sing a lot. You know, I used to like Delroy Wilson, Arthur Nellis, Dennis Brown, and what's his name again? Ella Dunkley. And we used to go Sunday school and thing, and you know, back in the day. So we used to sing at Sunday school. So I practiced with song. I practiced with Ella Dunkley and sing one time in the Sunday school. And I mean, damn, I had a girl crying. You know, I was probably about 11, maybe 10, 11. Another girl crying, and the whole community was just saying, oh, that's your wife now. Beagle, that's your wife. You know what I mean? That's when I kind of realized that then, you know, there's something, you know, about music with me. You know what I mean? And then I started listening more about then we used to have the jukebox. We used to just play people, can take them out, someone else. used to put our money. I used to save my money and put it in the jukebox and listen to my favorite song. Like have some mercy on me, baby. We then like listen song like movie star with Eric Dunkley, Dennis Brown. You know what I mean? Little Green Apple. And we used to sing, just sing.
Hmm.
But I had other talents though. I was an actor. I love acting. So it was not only music alone, and I did some
That's beautiful. So
acting.
since as a child, you actually know this is something that you want to do in life. You want to become
Yeah,
that star. Who actually inspire you, matter of fact, to actually become the person who you are today? I mean, you just said Dennis Brown and all these guys, but I mean,
yeah.
you must
So
probably have a
listen to
star
them.
idol back in those days when you were a kid.
Barry Salmon.
Barry Salmon.
Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, cool, cool, cool,
Barry
cool.
Salmon. And you know what? We were so close. In 1976, I was like about 16 years old. That's when I met Barry Salmon. He wasn't a big hit or anything like that. We were like, just friends. I used to go to Mountain View Avenue. I used to live at Jake's Road. But when we leave from Trenchtown, that was in 1976, they had, to 1980, they had a political uprising and violence. So a lot of people had to move out of the area. So my mother was one of them who moved and tried to take us out of the area and, relocated in Mountain View area. So I used to go down Mountain View and talk. A musician was down there by the name of Junior. He used to go down and learn, he used to teach me how to play the guitar and thing. And it was a friend of Barry's. And we link up. And when Barry's meet up down there one day, we just become friends. We never used to have a car or nothing. We used to like walk together. And then it so happened that Barry's used to live in Franklin Town. And my mother just bought a house in Franklin Town on the same street. He live on Lower York Street and like I live on Upper York Street. So we get close. And I start go places with him before we sing one step ahead and all them big songs. We
Wow,
used to go out there. Yeah,
wow.
we used to be like, jump on the launch, singing, cabaret, a lot of, different bands and stuff like that. And then it was with Zappo. We used to go to Zappo in the daytime. And we practice with the band. And then we leave from there and then we go to Aquarius Studio, hang out all days, and we used to meet all these musicians. That's how I get to know most of these singers and entertainers. You know what I mean? Because of Barry Salmon. We used to
Wow,
tell people
that
about the
is
smaller
awesome.
bands. Mm.
But you know what, Super Beagle, interestingly, you say you made Barry Salmon back in 1973, you were 16 years old. You actually raised up in an era at the time when actually from ska music, ska rocksteady into reggae music.
Yes.
Also, and also you raised up in a really political time in Jamaica
Yeah,
when
it is.
political when the political we call it venue or avenue or whatever you may want to call it back in those days, there was a lot of tension. um
Yes.
Likewise, you have guys like Jacob Miller, Robert Nesta Marley, Peter Tosh,
Mm-hmm.
Bob Marley, and
Yeah.
the Wailers back then.
Yes. Yeah.
um the message that these guys preach in the music, somewhat back in those days, to the government of the day, it was literally like a threat. Um, can you walk us through, for you as a young 16-year-old, growing up within that era of time, how so much tension? I know what are the positive or the negative impact that actually had on you? Was it a situation you feel like when you see some of these Rasta men, because of some of the message that they're preaching and whatnot in the music, they feel some of them being brutalized, etc. At any point in your life, you feel like, you know what, man, I don't think I really want to do this, because the way all these guys facing so many political challenges from the government of the day?
Of course, it came to my thought and many times. But when I look at the amount of work these guys put in and the struggle, like for example, Peter Touch, Bob Marley, Jacob Miller. I mean, all them guys are go through a lot of stuff. I don't want to believe easy. You understand me? I say Peter Touch had to fight for it to stay alive until them, eventually kill him because they speak their mind and they speak the truth.
Mhm.
So they made an impact on me also. Them same man artists you mentioned made very big impact on my life. So like I said, Barry Salmon was the one who gave me the exposure. Started to introduce me to people. From we used to go to New Kingston Hotel, Sheraton Hotel, from we used family. you know, and sing with the cabaret band there, you know, and we go places and sing. So, but the Bob Marley and the Peter Tosh and the Jacob Miller and all of them, they were very inspirational in my upbringing and very, very, very important because this is why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking today because of the kind of stuff I learned from them, positiveness and the consciousness and the
Definitely, the
right.
influence of the music back then had a great, strong influence in your life as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, tremendously affected my, you know what I mean, affect me and elevate me to the point where, you know what I mean, I don't think there's gonna be any time better than the 90s when it comes to music.
Mm,
In
yeah,
the 90s,
quite
stand out
interesting.
a little bit.
Yeah, quite interesting. So, walk us through back in those days as well. So, when you actually first went and performed, was it like a birthday party? Was it like some sort of event? Was it like a DJ clash? Walk us through that. What was that moment
Okay,
like
well,
for you?
I start out in the Sunday school, like I told you, and sing, there's, you know, do some cover version or some song. Then I get into a dance group. Back in the days, dance group used to be a big thing because you have the scotchers, you know, you have all different kind of dance group. Dance group were the thing. People dress up like gangsters and Batman with necktie and shoes, roll up and Clark's boot, yeah. You know what I mean? And we, you know, I had a dance group going back then. And then the farmer group with me, a singing group with me. Cause we went and I had a dance group first named Black Feather. We went and Ring Ding. I don't know if you remember Ring Ding with Miss Lou. It used to hear on JBC television back in the days. Yeah, it's
I
like
heard of it. I do heard of it.
right. Me and my dance group did a thing and Miss Lou, and I kind of like it. So, um, I used to live in Trenton, like I said. So alternates they were living his family. He has some his brother Aston his brother's name Aston Ellis, something like that. He was a tailor. And he has two sons, one named Blacker Ellis. You must have heard of Blacker Ellis and Aston Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
So they all used to live on Church Street there. You know what I mean? From Arton Ellis to Artens Ellis. That's his sister and all Ellis. So we team up under a singing group. And we went again and we went and ringing again. And from that I realized that, you know what I mean, that's what I wanted to do, music. Because we were well received and you know, I like the response and everything was great. So I decided that hey, music is the way. But like I told you, I had other talents, like you know, I used to play ball and I act in a couple of plays and get most outstanding performances. But music is always stand out in my, you know, in my mind as, you know, the thing I want to do.
Beautiful. So you actually, like most artists currently right now, you actually started in the church. So all right, so you was
Yeah,
this
yeah,
nice
Sunday
little young
school and church, yeah, Sunday school and church, yeah. That's where, I mean, in order to learn, you have to be singing to learn to do music. So the
right.
church, they all they do is sing. Most of the time, you sing, they sing in the church.
Yeah. So I was supposed, you know, as a kid, you know, your mama, your grandparents saying this, especially back in those days,
Yeah.
going to Sunday school on a Sunday was a really big thing. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
man,
that
if
big
you
power to it, yeah.
you know, even though you complain, they're gonna say, man, you need to get up and get a church, get a Sunday
Yeah,
school.
you
You
gotta
know what I
go.
mean?
Yeah, you just have to find some friend there where when you go up there, you can, you know what I mean, get involved and you know, entertain yourself. But you
True,
got to
true.
go. Yeah, you gotta go. You know, these kids they don't even go to church nowadays. You know, you have to force them and pay them. You have to pay
Certainly
them to go
not.
to church.
You're so right. You're so right. But what I want to ask you, Super. All right, so let's tell us the transition. Okay, here you are in the church now. I mean, when you're in the church, you got to sing basically quote unquote Sunday school song, religious music. Now you decide to, all right, I'm gonna go the secular way and start singing, you know, secular music, reggae music, and stuff like that.
Okay, let me
So
tell you where that
hard.
started. All right. I actually started working at Nutrition Product Limited,
Mhm.
1979, the school feeding program. Where they make the milk and the patty for the kids and the healthy food for the kids, you know, government subsidize it, you know, NPL, Nutrition Product Limited. I worked there for 7.5 years. So I started working there 79, 1979. And that's when I did my first song.
Mhm.
No. I didn't do my first. I did my first song in 1987.
Mhm.
1987 at Jam at RJ Studio. Yeah.
Right.
Named Jai Real. Me and a friend named Minzy. Yeah. 1987. And then I go back in 1989 and did another one in long time.
Right, right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, I mean,
So
so making the transition into the secular world, singing secular music, was not that difficult for you.
no, because I went to the audition. Like I said, I was hanging out with Barry Simon and I watched him and and doing thing and listen to him and we at time we had Aquarius studio and we were like practicing. I was learning to play the guitar as well. I bought myself my mother buy me a guitar and I used to carry it with me when I'm, up and about and thing and sometimes I'll be at the studio playing the bass and Rapper Robert and Tipper Lee and everybody, Ernest Wilson, Tyrone Taylor, everybody used to be there at the studio at Aquarius. Back in the days, we're talking about in 70, 78, 79, That when Barry Simon started do, that's when him started do get the album, the first album and do one
Yeah,
step
yeah,
ahead
I know
and
that album.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
So
So,
it wasn't hard for me. It wasn't hard for me because, like I said, I started working on nutrition product, and I get involved. They had a playhouse there, a drama group, and I get involved in the drama group, and I was there, learning to play guitar and doing the acting. I would, travel around the country and do plays and stuff like that. I used to play football for the team as well. We used to play like business house football, same way. Then I, continued to record. I continued to record. Then I left the job now in 1985. I left nutrition product and decided I was going to take music full time. And I start writing, that's when I start writing my own songs and things like that. And I start putting them together. And from there, everything just started. I wait 1987, I went to Miami. And I didn't come back to 1989 after Gilbert. Because I missed Gilbert. I was here nine. Gilbert was 88.
yeah,
So I
90.
was I wasn't here 88. I was in Miami. And then after I left Miami and come back to Jamaica, then Andrew hit Miami. So I missed both of the hurricane. So that's when I came back and I started.
Yeah, you dodged your bullet, boy.
Yeah, it's all right.
I guess you have some sort of supernatural stuff with you, man. You dodged it in Jamaica, you dodged it in Miami too.
Right, you know what I mean? I said, no, you know what I mean? I was thinking back and I said, this is amazing how this happened. But anyway, I came back home and I started recording because I did a song up there with a producer named John Carroll. And I did a little stint with the inner circle. Because they didn't have any lead singer. So when I went up there and I met the singer named John, the producer named John Carroll, and take me in the studio and record a tune named Thank You for Loving Me because I had long time and I take that with me to Miami. So I used to play that around and people used to like it and say, you sound good, man. So that's how I actually meet John Carroll. And then I used to practice, other foreign songs and I used to sing like, sing over songs and, cover version and, that's very popular. When you can sing,
Right.
you can cover a song, any stage show you go on. If you do never song, original song, once you can sing over the latest song of the day, the crowd will, jump for your set speed. So I learned that craft in the business too. Sing over the most
Definitely, as long as you have what it takes, definitely the people are gonna go for you.
Yes. So
tell us, what's the name Super Beagle? How do you adapt that name?
My real name is Denzel Beagle.
I know your name is Denzel. Well, the Beagle, yeah, but the Super Beagle, why do you have to attach a super to it?
When I did my first song, RJ gave me the name. RJ, the producer RJ from RJ Records. Because he was the first man to voice me. So when I did the first song, Jai is Real, he put my name Denzel Beagle. So when I went back again and do the long time, long time, we know have no nice time. My glad I see you. A long time, we know have no nice time. But a people. You say no, it's a Beagle. You say, I tell the truth, it's a Denzel Beagle. Nobody never go up to that to them. I tell the truth, my boss. Me the producer, I tell you. So put on, I guess them time the super cat and super everybody did that. So I figure I say, well, if you put super for my name, that will be, will be, good for me. So He said, just, I put Super Beagle. I said, hey, anything, you're the producer, anything you say. And he just put Super Beagle for me, and I've been using it since. The song did good for me, and I just started using Super Beagle, even though I wanted to say, use Denzi Beagle. But as a producer, I'm gonna give me a break. I just say, hey, no problem, man. Anything is my boss. Super Beagle, I work with that. That's how that name came about. I wasn't even thinking about Super Beagle until RJ said that. I have so much respect for that man.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, I mean, you've been around guys like Bob Marley and all of these guys. You said Bob Marley, these Bear Salmon. Bear Salmon is the one that basically give you the break and stuff.
Man, I wasn't Bob Marley friend. I was a youngster. I was just a youngster. Just walk by him every day when I'm going back and forth to school while I sit and they practice on the corner with Wailing Soul group. I can't forget that. Massive Dread used to live across from me, and then you have the Federal Park. I used to live on First Street, right where about, he used to live. So I used to, walk by there every morning, go to school at Boys Town, and come back every day. So they're always there. But he was my friend, because I was a youngster. But, the influence was there.
Got you. All right, Super Beagle. You know what? I ask this question to most artists and stuff like that. And I'm going to ask this question, and let's call it spade a spade without trying to get you involved in putting you on the stand. You are one of these foundational artists. You're one of the icons from back in the 70s, 80s, 1990s, and you're still doing your thing. Where would you say our music is currently today compared to what we used to have back in the 80s and the early 1990s and the 70s?
It's nothing to compare to back in those days. But I guess, we have to get used to changes. It's modern time now, and, young people, and they're changing things. So, I like a lot of them, the music that they're doing. But not all of the music are really good for the business, so to speak. But they're doing their thing. They're young, I mean, we came and we changed it. It started from ska, then rocksteady, then reggae, then dancehall. So, it's going to change. New people, new, youngsters coming in and they're doing different things. And I like it though. I like it because regardless of that, the foundation artists still eating food and they're still doing their thing because there are some loyal and dedicated fans out there who love 70s, 80s, and 90s who will never let go. And as a result of that, those artists still, breaking bread. And give thanks for that.
But you see, Super, one of the things, I work with a lot of artists, a lot of icons as well, too, veteran guys. And one of the things some of these guys will say, boy, the youngster, them look at you, them have no respect for the elder. Do you share the same sort of sentiment? Because a lot of them feel like a lot of these icons say, they will talk to these young cats. And like, yo, you gotta do X, Y, Z, whatever. And some of these young guys, some of them can't even like just according to some of the icons, some of these young guys have no respect for them. They feel like that was your time, this is my time now. Speak on that.
Well, it depends, and the kind of argument you engage with them, Because if you show them respect, they have to show you back respect. You understand?
Very true, very true.
If you disrespect them and you lay with them, then like them say, if you lie with dog, flea will catch you. So if you are engaged in any kind of, negative with them, they will pass them place. So once you set your standard, a guy can't disrespect you. You understand? Them do them thing and you do your thing. We're not two different lanes. And until you cross my path, they may not have nothing to say about you. You know what I mean? Just be a diplomat and just go through and do my thing, because at the end of the day, me go pass. And the bad to pass out to someone else. You know what I mean?
Super. Is it a situation some of our icons feel, in 2022, 2023, I'm not relevant like some of these young cats? I mean, these young cats we got today, they are the internet. I mean, these are the internet guys. You know what I'm saying? To put them, they get the buzz compared to way back then. I mean, for foundational artists back in those days, is either you start out on cassette or you start out on the LP or whatever it is, and people have to buy your music, or you listen to that song on the radio. Your fans listen to the song on the radio, but now with just one click of a button, you got no longer MP3. play. You know, you got the Spotify, you got the Deezer, you got the Apple. I mean, it is just right there in your face right now. It's not like some of these foundational artists, you know, the music are not out there. But let's be clear. I mean, some of these young cats that we have out there today. I mean, these guys literally have the buzz by saying that as well too. As I say, nothing better than old wine because you got a lot of old school music. Even in 2023, old school music still run. The other day I did an interview with Nadine Sutherland. I think that was back in 2021. And you know, one of the things I was talking to Nadine and stuff like that. I was like, man, Nadine, let me tell you something right now. That song, Action, that you and the General sing, Terra Fabulous, back in 1994. That song was big in 94. But I'll tell you this right now. Anywhere you go in the world, that song still must dance all.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, like me said, those are classics that will never die. But you have to remember, say, you have to remember that most of our folks back in the days who used to support the music in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, some of them are old folks now, so most of them die. So more young people, you know, are around more listening and doing the music. So that's why these young people are always getting ahead. Because most of our audience that die out or get old and, you know, retire, they don't go parties no more. They, you know, the things change. You know, so we have to just work with a few diehards like yourself and me and other people.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, most of the people who support our music back in the days, they get too old now for it. Some of them die, and you know what I mean, and you know, all different sort of stuff happen to people. You know, because we're talking about 30, 40 years of music. You know,
Yeah.
so the more young people, so they get more support.
All right, let me ask you this question, Super Beagle. How effective and how important it is creative writing is in music? How important that is?
Very important, because that's the way you can secure your pension and your life. You know, your benefits at the end of the day. You see, because if you're not right, then you really not gonna have nothing. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
You have to write. You know what I mean? Because as a writer, you get like 50% right, you know, and the rest of 50% share for everybody else. So you make money, especially if somebody come and copyright and, you know what I mean, do your thing, copy your thing. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna be benefiting. So you know, it's always good to be a creative writer in the business.
Beautiful, beautiful. You know, you as an icon, went in this business 40 odd years. Um, you know, back then, you know, most of the music that they had back in those days, and you know, as I always say, it's not like back in the days they didn't add, um, you know, certain things that the youths are singing about today. But interestedly, back in those days, you guys focused so much in creative writing. So even though you may talk about XYZ, whatever it is, you know, somebody gotta like think really deep to really figure out what is it you guys were talking about. That verses right now, I mean, you hear it, you know exactly what these guys are talking about.
Yes, we use metaphor. You know what I mean? You know, so yes, and do it because you know we can't just, you know, because remember, you know, especially now, especially we can't sing the kind of song these young people sing again, because remember we have kids and grandkids and all that stuff. So we have to think about the things we put out
Right,
with,
right.
like a footprint. You know, they don't understand that, but later on they'll regret it. I'm telling you, most of these youngsters gonna regret some of the things they sing today. They will regret
Interested
it.
because one of my other question to you as well. You know, well, I mean, most of your song I've listened to. Most of your stuff is very, well, I mean, very much clean, right? But what I would like to know as an artist, you know, you singing certain lyrical content. As a senior right now, okay, you're not young as you used to do. Looking back over the years, the content, the lyrical content you put out there, and see, do you think it have some sort of it creates some sort of impact, whether negative or positive, on these young youths of today?
Yeah, because it does. Because a lot of them, like, you know, come on my Instagram page and my Facebook page, and you know, like the Jashi and the King and them sending me friend requests and like him and stuff and things. So I'm sure, you know, a lot of young artists, you know, clicking likes on me and all them thing, and you know, want to be my friend and things. So I know right away that it is impacting them, no doubt.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's awesome. You know what, right now, Super? Let's take a song from you right now. We're gonna get into a song right now. We're gonna get back to the interview. Yeah, people, you listen to the man Super Beagle all the way out of Kingston, Jamaica, in the building. The icon himself. Let's get into this song right now.
Well, this is Shaka Paul, and you're listening to UVC Radio, the sound that binds us together. Check the levels.
Let's get into this.
Yo, them finna say this is Cash Up, the voice of the ghetto. And that's the King Rocco HD. None of them no about like it. And if finna say UVC Radio, all the sounds that bind us together. You're listening. I think you should be listening.
We'll never run away. You know what's so mistake. King nothing away.
Yeah, people, this is Super Beagle all the way out of Kingston, Jamaica.
With me money down, I me never.
It's over the vibes on a Friday night ride. King Rocco AG up in the building.
You know me clocks is spoiled because it took a while. Just see me get the coil.
Turn up.
Me have to work hard. Yes, me work hard.
Yo, King Rocco.
Just see me get the.
Yo, King Rocco HD. Calling from West Palm Beach. Pull it.
That live foreign.
Check him on the YouTube, Instagram, Decent Music, Apple Music. I tell you, people, check him on the social media. Yeah, Super Beagle.
You know what's so mistake? King nothing away. Me have to get me pay. Well, me there you know. With me money down, and me never bow.
International reggae artist.
Soil, you know me clocks is spoiled because it take a while. Just see me get the coil. Me have to work hard. Yes, me work hard. To get where me want. Yes, where me want. Yes, me work hard. Yes, me work hard. Higher than brush. Yes, me work hard.
Work the way you want in the life, right, people? You can't be no lazy body. Listen to the legend himself, Super Beagle.
Yes, me work hard. Yes, me work hard. Life too hard. Oh Lord. I had some good times and some bad times, but it's tough.
No matter how life tough, people, just don't give it up. You know what I mean? Just don't give it up.
Boy, I ask myself why not stop try? But I rather try and fail, but never fail to try. But let me give thanks to the Most High and my mommy and my daddy.
Whenever you experience the struggle in life, people, whenever it's good or bad, you still give God praise and thanks, right? We still give God praise and thanks.
For standing by my side. Me have to work hard. Yes, me want.
Super Beagle, I tell you, people.
Yes, when me want.
But it's a big shout out to all about Trinity people right now, in Guyana, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Antigua, Barbuda, Toronto, Canada, see you in the house. Houston, Texas, big up on my New York people, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Browns. Our UK people, our listeners down there in Accra, Ghana.
Oh Lord, please give me the reward.
West Palm Beach, Florida, North Carolina.
Me prefer live a yard. Than they are foreign like.
Check them on the YouTube, Decent Music, Apple Music, I tell the people. Our soul music, this is the icon, the great legend, Super Beagle.
Me have to get me pay. Well, me there you know. With me money, yo. And me never bow. But let me tell you how. As me tell the soil, you know me clocks is spoiled. Because
turn
it
up,
take a while. Just see me get the coil. Give me work hard. Yes, me work hard. Give me.
Well, welcome back, Super Beagle. Wow, beautiful song, man. Gotta work on.
King Rocco. Yeah.
What give you the motivation? What inspired you to write that song, brother?
But you know, say me get two good daughter, and them inspire me, you know. One at 9 and one at 6. And I tell you, say, I give them inspiration. I not tell no lie. I have some new instruments in my house and I play and thing and then practice with me and teach them and thing, you know what I mean? And you know, me just there teach them to play the keyboard and just the inspiration just come and them a help me to, so them are really my inspiration. My two daughters, Rennie and Renzi, me not telling a lie, and them mother. They really inspire me. Me not telling a lie. Me in the right place in my life right now. Me settle and
oh, that's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
What people tell you when they hear that song? What are some of the response? Because to be honest with you, that song, it's a really uplifting, motivating song. What I get from this song is like, you know what, you just can't sit down, man. Despite your challenges, despite whatever situation and stuff like that, your experience in life, you know what, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because life ain't got no room for losers.
Well, you said it all. What you just said is what I always hear about this song. So you said it in a nutshell. There's no need for me to explain. It's exactly what you said. I always hear or heard from other people about the song.
Wow. All right, you know what, Super? Let's get into this next song right now. I think this is it's a beautiful song. Mama, let's get into this one right now.
Mama crying.
Mama cry, I tell you, people.
Cry, mama cry.
I want to tell them you, man. Yo, King Rocco. Yo, King Rocco, HD.
Mama crying. Mama cry.
I want to tell them you, man.
The mother's crying, Super Beagle.
Crazy, man.
Mama crying, mama crying. And a little try, mama try. For her son, mama wants the best in life.
So far.
Me never tell him fire no gun. I know me tell him bust no gun, no. Never tell him lock no gun. Me tell him say put down the gun, me friend. I know me tell him fire no gun. Me never tell him bust no gun.
I want to tell you, man.
Me tell him lock no gun.
Yeah, big up yourself, Anna down there in Trinidad and Tobago, locked in right now.
My good friend from uptown. Get
this international reggae artist, Super Beagle.
one son, good boy from uptown. Get gunned down just before sundown. Come again.
Crazy, man.
Never tell him fire no gun. I know me tell him bust no gun.
So far.
Never tell him lock no gun. Me tell him say put down the gun.
Mr. Gunman, aka gun time. Tell me where you get your heart and get your gun from. Gun in your hand, gun time, aka gunman. Tell me where you get your heart and get your gun from. Yo, I couldn't believe so them a clean steel for real. Tell me say I saw you make your daily meal. But me say oh can't hear
Yes,
them
sir.
going
It's
to
just
feel.
love enough.
See they
This
know
is
they
highly
know with the
represented
raw
for the
deal.
biggest and the
Yo,
best
Mr.
radio
Gunman,
station, UBC
aka
Radio.
gunman.
Put on the weapon, people. Stop the violence. Stop the bloodshed. Too much bloodshed.
AKA gunman.
Listen to the mama them cry.
From gun in your hand.
But it's okay.
So far.
Carol, I'll be there at the funeral. Oh yes, it's okay.
It's all about the vibes of the Friday Night Vibes. UBC Radio, the sound that binds us together. King Rocco, AG alongside the great icon, Super Beagle.
Who the West was one still seems a mystery. I'm feeling tipsy, another shot of whiskey.
Crazy, man.
Who the West was one, listen to my song.
This is like a cowboy town. The Westline is the best lad and me hear them a sound. Man I get contract fi take man down. Man I collect in a your wrist all in a pound. Yo, it's a gunman, aka gun tank. Tell me where you get your heart and get your gun from. Gun in a.
Let's stop the violence, people. Let's stop the violence.
Tell me where you.
Let us live in peace, love, and unity and harmony.
For a few dollars more, them hang him high.
I want to know you, man.
Them couldn't save him.
Wow. Super Beagle. Hey.
Yeah, man, me here, I listen to you, man, and I rock to you, man. I tell you, you sound nice. Yes, I. You know?
Yeah, man. Put down the gun. I will reckon because of all the violence and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Hey, but if you listen to that song, you know, I'm gonna tell you something about that song. I'm gonna write that song. There's my son that teach you play the guitar too, you know, but me notice him dropping pants off and thing, and I say, pull up your pants, man. Back in the days when I do them stuff, then, brother, our pants upon our waist.
Oh, man, not at all.
As a matter of fact, yeah, as a matter of fact, let me show you something. Back in the days, a Western used to run the thing. And then as I start telling so I start get an inspiration and I say about Western. So I say, let me show you my right song. I'm gonna start playing. I say, me give him 2 cards for all. Me give him like I think me give him the A minor and the C. I say all them 2 cards and just strum them 2 times each. You know, give it 2 beats to each bar. And start writing. Yeah. I'm gonna start writing and I'm gonna start say, back in the days. A Western we used to watch. So all of this you hear me talk about in the song is the Western name of the movie they put together and compile the whole song. Like Preacher's Son. That was a Western back in the days. You remember Preacher? Yeah. Buck and the Preacher and the Preacher's Son, you remember that? Okay, Carol Sundown.
Yeah, definitely know that movie.
For a few dollars more. If you notice, you say that the Magnificent Seven, Aisha Parral was a famous TV show, Bonanza. I don't think they hear me talk about in the show. Somebody just put them in context and make it like verse. All the West was one. So all the name of the old movie they put together in it. For a few dollars more, the good, the bad turn, the good, ugly. You understand what I'm saying? If you notice, just listen it back and you see. Remember, all of them is like all of the verses them is compiled of old Western movie titles.
Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful song. Definitely a beautiful song. All right, you know what? Let's get into the track.
That's where the gun culture came from.
Go on, I missed that.
That's where the gun culture came from. From back in the days when they used to show us the Western. Everybody wanted to be a gunman and a bad man now.
That's quite interesting what you're saying.
That's where the gun culture came from. Back in the 70s and in the 60s when it started out the Western movie. Everybody wanted to be Django. Everybody wanted to be Dillinger. Everybody wanted to be Clint Eastwood. Sling that gun and
about it, to be honest with you, interesting you said that, you know, and now since you actually said it, kind of like it kind of like opened up my ears, opened up my mind there right now, because it's like I remember back in the days, you know, as kids and stuff like that. These water gun we used to be playing with and stuff like that. And yes. you know, thinking about it, you know, I would discourage any parent buying the kid these water guns. These water guns used to be
buy them books, buy them even play computers. Yeah. You know, you don't buy them guns. That's what they're gonna like.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. Yeah.
You buy them dolly. And them
water gun, you put some water in them and you're shooting.
You buy a them doll. And by 13, 14, them want to get pregnant and have kids and have baby and all that stuff. You can't do that.
True.
So, you know, it's a system.
The system is brutally wicked, as interested you said, because you buy the little girls them doll and stuff like that. What they want to be? They want to be mommy. You all right?
Right, they want to be mommy.
They want to be mommy at 9 years old and 5 years when they should be studying the schoolwork, thinking about it.
Right, learning some skills. Yeah.
Wow. Interested, man. So,
so the song said,
turn the little girls them into mommy soon, and basically turn the little boys them into gunman.
Yeah, and then you blame we. You're coming to blame we. Society set it up the way, you know.
Wow.
And that's Christmas, man. Every son, every kid wants a gun. And every son wants a gun, and the girl wants a dolly. Because that's how them set it. That's how them brainwash the people, man. You know what I mean? And have them.
I'm not here to put that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Even as a kid, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, 9 years you playing this dolly house thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're the daddy. You know, you want to be the daddy while I go on there. you know I'm going after, right? Yeah, it's for real, bro. It's for real. But let's get into the next song from you right now. All right, people, we got the great legendary icon, Super Beagle, all the way out of Kingston, Jamaica, in the building right now. This is the vibes, the Friday Night Vibes, the place to be alive. UVC Radio, the sound that binds us together. I'm King Rocco AG. I want to say a big shout out to all our listeners all across the globe. You know, unfortunately, people, tonight we have not done the Facebook thing tonight, but you know what? You guys gonna definitely get this interview on social media after. You know what I mean? So big up to you and yours, whoever you are, wherever you are, right across the globe. Once again, I want to say a big shout out to all our listeners all across the globe, especially to our listeners down there in Long Beach, California. Big up. So let's get into this song right now from Super Beagle.
Now, cup on you.
Songstream Live.
If you think you're Chucky Boo, my selector will surely pull your screw.
Super Beagle rough.
Stand by, be cool.
Say have mercy.
Stand by, be cool.
Turn up.
Super Beagle, I tell you people, the icon. Check them on the YouTube, these are Apple Music, Spotify. Celtic dancehall music. Foundational music, people. Listen now.
Look how we rap super tough. We sit down on the rhythm and we not see it up a boy. Run up him out, but him better shut up. We no rap, because my sound is tougher than your sound. Yeah. My sound, and the heavyweight sound. I saw we rock super tough. My sound, tougher than your sound.
This song's so sweet, authentic, people. Just listen.
And the talk around town. Yeah. Say rough, so we rough super tough. Rough, so we rough super tough. So we catch a sound boy and then we not see him up. As we sing it first, rubber sound, happy pack up. Come, select your selection rough. Come, select a thing it will continue work. We would have take the captain, even above the Sheffield. Richard the Boss, if you know it is a must. And we come out and start go fight now, post just take up the mic and me.
Check out the artists, people. Support the artists. Check out the artists on YouTube. Super Beagle. You can definitely find the music on Deezer Music. You can find it on Apple and Amazon Music.
You listen, Chris Diamond,
Celtic foundational dancehall music. The great legendary icon, Super Beagle.
My sound, tougher than your sound. Yeah. My sound, and the talk around sound. Yeah. Sound why I come and them a pick up them chest and them a talk about yes, them a the best but in a the dance I no contest. When you hear this sound now you know what for hear the replica.
I'm jamming away in the studio right. Y'all believe me?
Yeah.
I'm jamming away right now. Appreciate authentic dancehall music, you know what I'm saying? We gotta appreciate the foundational artists. They're the one who set the trend for us. They're the one who laid the foundation.
Turn up.
Super Beagle. What's up, brother?
Yeah, man. Yeah, kick it, man. I tell you, my brother. So nice and lively, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. You know, man, this is a big song, man. What year this song was released?
I don't remember exactly. I'm getting old.
Don't say it, man. Don't say it. Who's this artist actually feature you in that song? Who was this artist actually featured you on that song?
They just mentioned name a while ago, you know, but me not remember because I tell you, brother, me do so much songs. You know, me can't remember all of them. Because back in the days, you know, people just come and, you know what I mean, and just watch a Beagle. Just make up something in the studio. You know what I mean? We just want a collab. Most of them, we don't even really store them. Them in an archive, them in an hard drive. We just sing and go through. So some of them I don't really remember, tell you the truth.
All right, cool. How important collaboration
you know
is any artist in your career as an artist, how important collab is?
Very good, man. Because, you know, man, you amplify each other. You know what I mean? You can have a nice song, but if you sing it solo, it don't really reach the audience. But once you put a collab, put somebody else on it, and they can amplify it to the point, you know, where people can really feel it, then that, you know, is good.
Right now,
you don't have to do a whole album of collaboration, but at some point in your career, you need to do some kind of collaboration. As like I tell you, it does help.
True. Totally agree with that. But over the years, Super Beagle, you have been seeing a lot of dancehall artists actually doing a lot of collab with hip hop and stuff like that. You know, do you think dancehall when you look at dancehall music, forget the lyrical content of dancehall music. Where do you see dancehall music is in the world today? I mean, even though people want to say Afrobeat taking over the place and whatnot and whatnot. But dancehall gonna always be dancehall music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dancehall. Afrobeat is more popular nowadays because I guess these people are more organized than us, and they're marking their business. You know, we don't really organize ourselves, and we don't market our thing properly. Everybody just come and say them a dancehall artist and do that kind of foolishness. And then, you know, people getting turned off from dancehall because every time a dancehall artist come out, him end up got jail, I'm end up go prison. You understand what I'm saying?
Quite interesting.
Really good for the music, and people getting turned off. This is why I say Afrobeat and all them other beats that, you know, getting all the attention now. But dancehall, you know, will always be dominant. But it's slowing down a little bit. Because most of the songs are not reaching the intended target. They might drop a C, basically.
But let's do the ratio here right now, because you know this argument always recently there's a popular selector on YouTube. I'm not gonna mention his name here, but basically one of the things he was saying, you know, Afrobeat music have no sort of substance. When you listen to Afrobeat music, is basically is like my woman break my heart, is like XYZ and you know yada yada whatever it is. And basically one of go on.
He's right. He's so right. You know,
all right.
But
wow.
He's right, but it's not what the big company want to promote. It's what the company they want to promote. They want to promote the Afrobeat. You understand? Because I guess them it will easier for work with the African artists then, I guess, than the reggae artists, the dancehall artists. You know, they're more organized, like I say, you know, it's business, you know, it's all about business, you know. But these major companies, when they sign artists, they want street compliance. Most of the dancehall artists them nowadays, they're you know, very incompliant. They're not compliant, non-compliant. And they have to deal with it.
Super Beagle over the years, and I think we still have that problem. As 50 Cent, the rapper 50 Cent in New York, put it this way. You ain't gotta look out for the guy that come and stick you up with a gun. The real robber, look out to the guy with the suit and tie and the briefcase. They're gonna
that's a robber.
Walk in the office, make you sign contract. As soon as you step up, you start scratching your head. All right.
Yes.
The reason where I'm going with this, reading. How much of our people really read the fine line, really read the fine print in this business?
Nobody does. They can't be bothered because if them read the big bold print, and from them read the first super, they're not bother going and just sign and just done. A lot of times I see that happen. It happens with me too. Because even sometimes when I'm doing some stuff online, and they send, you know, say read this. I mean, it's so much thing to read that you know what I mean. You just get frustrated. You know, and they say just sign, agree, and done. You know, we don't read fine prints. You know, and you can't pay somebody to read for you when you're not even making any money. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you want to go and get a lawyer or a paralegal to read something for you and check you still have to pay them. And then you don't have the time. Because when you look on it, there's so many stuff that you have to read through. It's just just unbearable. You just can't do it. You as a regular person not going to be able to do it. It's just not right. It's just generalship. It's all scheme.
So what I'm getting from you, Super Beagle, our structure, we need to do some housekeeping. Our structure is weak.
Weak. We're not teaching the kids them to do stuff. We're not doing it. You know what I mean? It's all about, you see, in our country, we have a culture. Everybody just feel like, they want to get rich. Or some artists just feel like if them up on top, them for dig a hole for the next artist. So you can drop in it. Nobody don't want the next artist come up on top. And it's just a system in Jamaica. Everybody fight against somebody. Once you reach up at the top and get all them sweetness, they don't want nobody else come up and enjoy it. So it's always a struggle.
This is one of the reasons why a lot of our artists don't get paid don't get royalty, because a lot of times, sometimes, as you rightly said, it's just so much to read, sometimes you're not making the money. Why is it we're not making the money? Is it a situation, we're talking about buzz artists that get a buzz, and we talk about artists who basically put proper lyrical content out there? Because, as I say, good things is durable, it lasts long, but basically sometimes to get on the forefront, it's going to take you a minute. So my question is, right, what are a lot of artists actually said to me? And this is my question I'm going to pose to you as well, too. Some artists always say is like, if they sing the positive tune, they sing the uplifting tune, as in Jamaica, they sing it, now I go get a bus. But anytime you sing, you know, lick out some boy head back and them kind of something like that, and talking about a woman front and stuff like that, you actually get automatically, you're in the spotlight. Why is it like that?
Oh yes, that is so true. That is so true. But you still can follow them and you know and make them drag you down to their level. You still have to maintain your, you know what I mean, your consciousness and put good music in the society, because I heard you say it before, say good music will last forever. So all them will do, them just get a hype now, but them song will be there at the end of the day. So you continue to do your good music, and I'm sure at the end of the day, somebody will sample you and make you a millionaire. Just you know, stick to it and do the right thing. That's what I believe.
True.
Not gonna make me jump me down the destruction party.
Very true. You know what? Let's get into. We got 2 more songs before we wrap up this interview. I'm gonna play a classic song from Super Beagle. I mean, matter of fact, for me, growing up back in the 1990s, late 80s, early 1990s, even as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I live a couple of places around the world and stuff like that. And I mean, I always hear about Super Beagle, you know what I'm saying? I remember as a kid growing up, you know, we had this disco and stuff like that. And the first song I remember actually hearing from Super Beagle is this song I'm about to play right now.
Well, look at all the girls in Jamaica now.
I tell you, people, Super Beagle.
Happy night, Super Beagle.
Yo, King Rocco, pull up that tune there. That tune there, everybody. Pull it up to bump. Yo, King Rocco, HD. Courage from West.
Classical tune, I tell you, people, classical tune. From the icon himself, Super Beagle.
Happy night, Super Beagle.
Come on, little girl, come on. Come on, little girl, come on.
I tell you, people, big tune, big tune.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Super Beagle. Listen, people.
I need someone like you to make me happy. Never
Check them on the YouTube, Deezer Music, Apple Music, Spotify. Super Beagle.
Them have the whining skill.
Whining skill.
In Jamaica have the whining sticky kill. Whining skill. Whining skill. Girl, all about them.
Think about the ladies all across the world, all right? We ain't biased around here, right? We ain't biased here. The legendary Super Beagle, people, listen.
Girl in Jamaica have the whining sticky kid. Whining skill. Whining skill. Girl, all about them have the whining skill. Come!
lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. I need somebody to call my own.
Come! Look how she
Legendary icon, Super Beagle in the building.
like a shit.
Right here on the Vibes of the Friday Night Vibes, the place to keep you alive. King Rocco HD inside Super Beagle.
Like spinning double eyes. Come! Early to bed, I miss her. Early.
I want to say a big shout out to you and yours, who you are, wherever you are, right across the globe, from near and far.
Whining skill. Girl in Jamaica have the whining sticky kill. Whining skill. Whining skill. Girl, all about them have the whining skill.
Come on, little girl, come on. Come on, little girl, come on. Come on, little girl, come on. Come on, dance with me. I need someone like you to make me happy and never make me blue. Dance with me.
Classical tune, people, classical tune. The foundational artist, Super Beagle, all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. What is a big shout out to our listeners down in 80? Talk passé, comment ça va?
Girl in Jamaica have the
Bonjour.
kill. Whining
And our listeners down there in Panama City. Good evening there.
whining skill. Pan them left foot and them a wine. Sissy still pan them right foot and them a wine. Sissy still and in the
Wow, Super Beagle, man. That's a bomb, bro. Tell us about that.
Skill, man. That's another mystery again. You know what I mean? History tune that again. Reggie Stepper. Big tune. You're one of my biggest tunes too.
Big tune.
Yeah.
I say a while ago about old wine. You know, so old wine normally tastes good. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Great music like that, foundational song like that will never die. Because let me tell you something right now. I've heard this song different part of the world. You know what I'm saying? I have heard the song play in the garage, in the car wash. I've heard this song play on different radio station, different part of the world. So you know what? Definitely these songs, this Wine is Kill song with Reggie Stephan yourself. You know what? This song will live forever.
Thank you, my boss. Thank you, my boss. That sounds good. You know, that's very, inspirational, and I love that. Yeah, man, respect, brother.
Yeah, man. We got one more tune before we wrap up this interview.
That's what I was saying. You can't make the youngster them drag you down and go sing one day tune with them. You just have to maintain. If you believe in yourself and believe in your craft, you know what I mean, you maintain it. And, and it will come true for you. And just like you said, if I do good songs.
True. You know what? Right now, let's put down the Killing Machine song right now. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go for the Killing Machine song now. All right, let's go to the Friday Night Vibes. Go on, Super. You were saying something?
No, I said that's the signature song. You know what I mean? I'm a signature song that you're coming with right now. Yeah, man.
The Killing Machine song. Let's get into this right now.
Well, it is a weeping and a mourning and a gnashing of teeth in the dance.
This is a killing song right now.
Yeah, man. Sound
which is the champion. Blow up many times, and it still have one more time left because the amount of stripe on our shoulder. Lambada sound around this year.
A lot of
some boy gonna get us out tonight.
Well,
big tune to tell the people, big tune.
Imagine of teeth in the dance and who know of teeth will run from them come when time it come to my sound, which is the champion sound. The Bugle.
No, UBC Radio, the champion sound.
Still have one more time.
We rule the airwaves.
Our shoulder. Lambada sound.
Talk to them super. Talk to them super. Over the fun to the Friday Night Vibes. King Rocco and inside Super Beagle.
A lot of sound boy I get those out tonight.
Walk on.
A lot of them going to suffer tonight. Cause this session is getting hotter, and this your dancer is under fire. A lot of people going to feel good.
Classical tune, I tell you people, big tune.
So a lot of sound boy are gonna end up a fight.
Think about the decent music, Apple Music, Spotify Music, YouTube. Look at my people on the IG, Super People.
And he will guide you throughout this session. It under fire. Oh,
and I sound there.
A lot of sound boy running and hiding tonight. Said a lot of them running and hiding tonight, yes. Hiding tonight.
Whoa, Super Beagle, man, listen. That song, the boy, that one you're at. Mash up dancehall any part of the world. You know what I'm saying? That I call it the killing machine, you know what I mean?
Perfect.
Yo, tell us about this song, brother. Tell us about this song.
I want to tell you a song, man. There's a history song too, you know. I want to tell you, when my voice it was about 3 a.m. in the morning, you know. When them wake me up in the studio and say my time. It was like everybody was getting a break. Everybody was getting a break that night, you know. At Winston Riley Techniques. Because we usually like at the record shop every day practicing from the version them. You know, we used to sell record and things like that. You know, the record shop, I don't know if you remember, it used to be on Chancellor Lane, the Techniques there. So we used to sell records at the time. So you know, when Mr. Riley left, like him is the boss and him and his son them work at the shop and we, you know, assist and thing to and we hang out and sing on the version and everything. So I always sell a lot of the Armageddon song there, you know what I mean? I sell a lot of them. So say me know it, let me get to know the song. So I say, well, you know, so me start turning it around. I never even know it was going to, you know, like turn out to be this. I was doing it for fun. And we start singing, you know, as soon as Mr. Riley left the shop and gone, we start turning over the version then and sing. Funny. Me, Bojo, Capitan, Untouchable Chris, Terrific, Junior Mitchie, you know, Father Ranks, and Wooly Power used to do, now the ranking mid one. We used to just crowd the place at the time and just sing on the version. You know what I mean? Just sing and start singing the song, we turn it on and start singing. And then somebody look at me and say, but you know, see that song sound like a hit song. You know, and I said, well, you know, me just a sing, I really know, but it just sound nice to me. I'm just, you know, turn it around and do it. And it's kind of like, so we used to do it like every day. Till one day, them say, boy, them have to tell Mr. Riley about it, because that way he can revive back the Stagalak rhythm. Because it's like every 4 years, that rhythm, they revive, you know. I remember when Nancy, it was, the first time I hear that rhythm was General Echo, Arlene, I must dream, made a dream, right? Then I saw come ring the alarm 1984.
Yeah, and then Sister Nancy, bam,
Yeah,
bam.
Bam Bam, yeah, and the Sister Nancy come Bam Bam. Then after Bam Bam now, after Bam Bam, and me now come. That was Bam Bam was 80 something. And going on to 90, so 91 me do that. You know, 91 me do Soundboy song.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like 5 years, you know. And we're in the studio, you know. So Mr. Riley say, all right. So one day, you know, we in the studio, we are doing it, and this is why we have to approach Mr. Riley, because Mr. Riley is aggressive, you know, and just strong man, you know what I mean? So we say, all right, we have to tell him, you know. So one write back the Stagalak rhythm, and him come in the evening, you know, and you know, check him in cash register first and take out him money them and thing and they so I say, well, go on, and I said, boy, Mr. Riley, we have a Beagle have a tune him why you listen to, you know. And I say, I give him a minute, and then after I do him, I do know, we put on the version, you know, the Stagalak version, and then we start sing it, you know. Without mic and everything, you know, kind of it's a record shop, we just put on the record and thing and sing it out. And I said, Jesus, I said, no man, this is a hit, man. He said, no, go on. Remember call Soji, that was the engineer. I call him engineer. I said, boy, Soji, you know him. Call Gussie Clark and set up some studio time before. Me have to go draw for that Stagalak rhythm. Me a big with that show there. And then every man they don't know get work tonight, you know, cause Buju Bantan, Frankie Paul, Nado Rankin, and Dr. Nuts, Holy Power did it in the night. And me fall asleep because everybody have voice and me couldn't get a voice and thing. Me fall asleep. And about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, wake me up and say, what's your time, you know? And so I'm going to the studio, it's like a yarn, and I say, oh, boy. But
hey, let me tell you something right now, man. Listen, if you didn't say that, I'm sure the listeners would never know. I would never know, because that doesn't sound like a 3 a.m. voice at all. So you're already hot, man.
Yeah, I'm saying I keep this, you know, it's so good, you know.
Yeah.
Man, and it was an instant hit. I'm not lying. From
Yeah,
the first,
because Mayor only put doublet all across the globe from that song.
yeah, man, it was an instant hit, man. And then when them take it down and the studio start play it, and then they go record, they go press it on the record. Jesus Christ, man, I say like hot bread. You know what I mean? And just the people just buy the record. Those days record used to sell. You could have seen money as an artist, you know what I mean? Because I sell like hot bread. And then it just, you know, it's just one night I was going somewhere. The first time I hear it play anywhere. The first time I hear it play anywhere besides down the record shop is one night, you know, I take a taxi, I was going somewhere. So we drive on the boulevard and they had a 3 sound clash, Metro Media, Stone Love, and Gemini. I'm big land, somewhere down on the boulevard, a big dancer land. And the taxi man was driving past. And I said to him something. Me hear the tune drop in the dance, you know. You know, cause we like driving towards the dance, but you know. And I said, but no man do that. I said that song like Michael the first, maybe I hear it anyway, you know.
Wow.
I said that song like man. I said, man, pull it up again, you know. I mean, if I Metro Media, Stone of us playing it, you know, but I said, pull it up, you know. I mean, a gunshot, them time gunshot you live round used to fire in a dance. I don't know if you remember them days, live round.
Yeah, I know those days, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Me say, and the man him say, me look on taxi man and I tell the taxi man, say, you know, some my tune that, I must say to a lie, man, and I hear a tune that, we drive down, we drive going right out of the gate. And the man him still a put it up on a late gunshot for the tune, you know. And the man still never believe me now.
The killing machine that song is, man.
I tell him, man, I'm continuing from my journey until him drop me when I go. And me take him number. And from that, man, the taxi man become friend. He start carrying me around. You know what I mean? And start carrying me a student and so I realize now, say, I may really do it for true. And start me carry my arrows and start showing, you know, what do the dog play, the man thing. And from that, man, I tell you, he made up carry bounty too. He made up be bounty driver after a while.
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, man. So, you know, that was a song where, you know, me never even thought that it would be a song. We just a mess around because we do that every evening.
After 32, 33 years, it's still a big song.
Still a big song, you know what I mean? I'm still eating from it. Because that's what taking care of me now. You know, Kanye West coming and sample it and intensify the thing, you know what I mean? So we can get that extra penny. You understand what I'm saying? You know, see,
Got you. Yeah. All right, super. You know what? Let's turn the attention quickly. We got about 10 minutes or so remaining. Let's turn the attention as well to the big man. Being around the great man himself, what is that feels like? The great Terror Fabulous.
Well, I mean, I tell you, is amazing. And he has some challenges, you know what I mean? But I understand him and I know him. Yeah. So it doesn't really bother me. He is so inspirational. The man is a saint, brother. The man, you know what I mean? We just wish that him can, you know, come back on the scene and do him thing the way he used to do it.
We need it, man. We need Terror.
Yeah, so right away we're trying right now because him and I have the same manager. And we're doing something right now in terms of bringing him back up on the road. We should be in Nassau on the 28th of this month, the 29th of this month. And the 16th, we're going to be doing something with Nadine Sutherland down in Montego Bay. That is on Sunday. So, you know, we're on a part, you know what I mean, of bringing him back. And, you know, we recovery. Ask him and, you know, and accept him because he's coming back. And he's a great inspiration for me too. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the world needs to see Terror Fabulous back in the scene, man. I mean, Terror Fabulous has some big hits over the years, and he's one of our great icon as well. All right, so let's turn back to you right now. Where are some of the places that you want to perform in the world that you went on tour?
Germany, Sweden, Japan, England, Mexico, most of the Caribbean country there, and of course in America. I used to live up there too, so you know, basically all them places there. We never go China, we never go Africa. But mostly, you know, most of them are the places I mentioned.
And outside of Jamaica, where would you say that people really receive Super Beagle? Like when you step out from the airport and start moving around the city, your someone start playing your music outside of Jamaica in the Caribbean. Where was that place?
Nassau, Trinidad.
Trinidad. All right. The people in Trinidad really love Super Beagle.
Yeah, man, I place that, man. I love Trinidad, man. Love Trinidad bad, man. Good people and nice people. Them love me and we love them.
Definitely.
Yeah, in Nassau. We've been down there like 14 times. You know.
Bahamas. All right, cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I mean, when you go to the United States, I mean, people still remember Super Beagle.
Yeah, man. So right now, my new manager, she lives in Virginia. So because she managing both me and Fabulous, what she's trying to do is get Fabulous a portfolio, do some shows with him, and let them see that he's up and running, so we can take that to the embassy to get his paperwork and all that again, because he hasn't traveled since 1994 to the US. So we're trying to do some shows and things to show them that he's on his way and he's good and everything. Because there's a lot of rumors about what he's been doing and smoking crack and all them things.
We're aware of that. I mean,
that's fake news. You know, he has some mental issues, but you know, and like I said, if you take him meds and everything, he'll be fine.
Yeah, the world needs to see Terror once again. So Super Beagle. I mean, before we wrap up this interview, is anybody out there you would definitely like to big up?
Yeah, man. First of all, man, big up my mother and my mother being at the foundation, you know. You see me, I say, you see it. I want, you know, big up my manager for me, Kamala McIntyre. I want to big up my kids, them, you know what I mean? Especially the two last one, you know, Renee and Renzia. You understand? Yeah, big up, you know, big up all of my family, big up yourself, my brother. Enough respect, you know, for having me.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate.
Big up Peter G, you know, Williams, his mother. You understand? Big up the whole of New York, big up the whole of, you know, UK, big up, you know, big up the world.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely. If any young artist coming up in this business, we need some guidance, the way to turn, because we all know this business is not pretty as it really seems. What will be your advice to that young artist?
Just stay focused, stay humble, and show respect to the elder. And you know, you should be all right, because you will get the guidance. But once you start disrespect the elders, everybody gonna turn them back on you, and you will fall. So stay true to the foundation and give respect, you know what I mean, and you'll get it back.
Definitely. Super Beagle, man, I want to definitely thank you. First of all, I want to definitely thank Nadine Sutherland, because Nadine Sutherland is the one that basically made the connection with myself and you back in 2021. So definitely want to say a big shout out to Nadine Sutherland. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, for me too, yeah, man. Big up Nadine. I totally forget. Yeah, big up Fabulous Head Speed, you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely big up Nadine Sutherland, big up Terra Fabulous, and big up yourself, Super Beagle. Last thing here quickly. Well, as you rightly said, you know, you guys on the road trying to put some stuff in the pipeline in terms of having a couple of shows on the road, which is which is great. So we would definitely want to wish you all the best and wish you success and stuff like that. So Super Beagle, my man, it's been long coming. Definitely appreciate you and want to thank you for being a part of the vibes tonight. You know what I mean? And I definitely, you know, this is not going to be the last. We're gonna keep up to date and, you know, in the upcoming shows and stuff like this. See what's up. Appreciate you being a part of tonight in this interview, brother.
Yeah, man, thank you very much for having me, man. I did enjoy it to the max. You know what I mean? And you know, to all the listeners, enough respect, and you know what I mean. I hope you continue to follow, you know, support Super Beagle.
Quickly before we're not cutting you short, where they can find you, where the listeners can find your music.
Well, you can find my music on YouTube. You can find my music if you click on some more of my music and out there, YouTube, Zojak distribute my music. The same one you played, Work Hard, that is available, you know, on all the platforms. Zojak are the distributors. And you know, I'm on WhatsApp, and I'm on Instagram, you know, Facebook, Den's the Beagle. You know, you can follow me, you know, anywhere, you know, I'm on TikTok, anywhere, right? Anywhere there's social media advertisement, I'm there on it. So you can find me basically anywhere. Just type in Super Beagle and Den's the Beagle. You can find me anywhere, everything tied up.
All right. That's it, brother. Appreciate you being a part of the interview tonight, brother, and all the best.
Yes, man, and thank you. And I want to give them a piece of the new one coming out, Body Sound Tune. Yeah. We are the wickedest sound, and no sound can throw us down. King Rocco, you are champion. Two big sounds in a one nickel land. Policeman a pass him ask what I want. Funeral home, sound the alarm. King Rocco, him kicking up a storm. Ready, we ready, and a hot we hot. A lot of them stop, but a chop, Rocco chop. Them dead in here tonight. A sound I got dead in here tonight. Boy, them dead in here tonight. And them can't even put up a fight. Yes, them dead in here tonight. Them sound I got dead in here tonight. Tonight them are gonna lose them stride. Oh yes. Yeah, man.
Boop, 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 boop. Yo, Super Beagle, man. You still got that shit, bro. You still got the vibe going on, man. Oh, wow. Hey, man, listen. When you're ready to release that song, make sure I get a copy of that first, bro.
Most definitely, man. I'll send you a pre-release soon. As it's already mixed and done. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
It's already mixed, just waiting to be released. So we're shooting the video now. But I'll send you a pre-release. Because you're special.
We definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? On behalf of UVC Radio, brother. Once again, thank you very much. It's been a long time coming, man. Thanks for being a part of the vibes. You know what I mean? We're definitely gonna get you back here sometime soon. Appreciate you, brother. Peace.
Yeah, man. Peace out.